Alright. Alright, audio check complete. Alright, my auto check is complete. Let's do this. Zooey, where in the world have you been? Did you not receive Alma's summons? Principal Lexington's research into the RSI may finally have borne fruit. Yeah, it's not like around this time in Stormblood my character was busy dealing with some shit. We must hurry to the Prima Vista before they embark on some grand and perilous adventure without us. Alright, let's roll. Alright, let's see if anybody's on. If you would follow me to the shuttle, good sir. Alright. Let's roll. Hi, Elise. Zooey, Lady Merolia, thank you for answering my summons. Master Garlon was kind enough to send for an Archon from Charlian, and I thought it only right that you be present to hear her findings. To be frank, summoning Mikoto was more Y'shtola's idea. I simply came along to see what light she could shed on this mystery. Oh look, there she is. An Archon. I am Mikoto of House Jinba, a Domin. Though my years in Charlian have made me a stranger here, you must be Zuichi, a fabled liberator of men, slayer of false gods, warrior of light. I thought you'd be taller. Fuck you. Let us speak of the crystal. Ahem. The Otis, but one of many Orosite shards that aid and noble Deltia's rise to regent. My apologies, the Otis is no ordinary crystal, even discounting its obvious historical importance. The specimen is more than a simple manifestation of an elementally expectant energies. Energies. It is rather an ethereal lodestone, whose facilitation of both the absorption and transmission of distinct frequency. It's at a distinct frequency.
Yeah.
Do it.
In the cup.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Are you gonna cook dinner, or... Oh, what are you cooking?
Sausage.
Alright. NIR-type harmonic vibrations have been observed to promote ethereal amplification. The resilient neuroharmonic disturbance allows for highly unique emissions of CRS waves. Instead of radiating outward with a determinate factor of dispersal, instead resonate inward at a frequency so labored, my estimates place the rate of VRT decay at upwards of several centuries. Though I must admit I lack sufficient verities to complete a truly comprehensive graphical assessment. That explanation may elicit admiring nods from your professors at the academy. It will earn you only blank looks here. Take a deep breath and try again. This time in a language those of us without the echo might comprehend. My apologies, I merely thought. That's funny as hell. Apologies to see you will see us no nearer an answer. A simpler explanation will. Simpler. Right. Aether is not the only building block of all things material, but those immaterial as well. Thoughts, memories, feelings, one's very will are all understood to be ethereal phenomena and can be measured as such. Unlike most crystals, which can only emit elemental energies, Orosite is turned not only to absorb ether, but ether specific to the immaterial. Is it ether or I must say ether? Is then stored and multiplied within its crystalline confines until external stimuli precipitate release. Try again. Under appropriate conditions, a strong will or desire can become imprinted upon the Orosite and stored until formation, at which time the desire becomes manifest. Formation? Oh, that poor Archon. What my studious young friend is trying to say is that Otis takes one's deepest fantasies and makes them reality. Ah, yes, that is simpler. You may choose to think of it as a process akin to that of summoning a primal. There being one marked difference. A primal summoning requires a supplemental energy source, such as a horde of elementally charged crystals. Orosite, on the other hand, has the capacity to serve as its own source of power. We know from the Durai papers that Argoth was never king. Argoth was never king of evil. He was slain in battle during the War of the Lions. Yet the Argoth encountered during the recent expedition carried themselves as if he had been crowned regent. I believe this was merely the Orosite in his possession making manifest, realizing his desire to rule. I'm informed that he uttered the same words over and over again for the duration of the confrontation which unfolded. If that is the case, it is possible that it was not actually Argoth who uttered them, but the Orosite itself. If the Durai papers are accurate, Argoth was a weak and petty noble who believed that his... What? Alright, Sam, do the heavy lifting. You have a big arm? The Orosite that took that belief and twisted into an abomination we, Zooey, put to the sword. Alright then. Finally getting the recognition I deserve. Then you are saying the crystal could prove a threat? The Orosite, Almighty, not necessarily. Ramza seemed fare well enough. There is no record of the young regent being manipulated by the artifacts he gathered. In the hands of the just, the Orosite should prove harmless, even beneficial. Nope, it's gonna backfire. To paraphrase, it is not the weapon that kills, but the one who wields it. Now, where have I heard that before? Ah, yes, it was Emperor Galvus's justification for taking the marbles of magic and applying them to the manufacture of arms. Where, after all, was the harm if it allowed him to bring order to the three great continents? You draw an intriguing parallel, Master Garland. The properties of these crystals are so singular, I do begin to wonder if they, like magic, are products of science and not nature, that they were created by someone to. But who? What manner of person would even be capable of such a feat? Oh, it's getting good. What? Use what? Mm-hmm. Now that is an intriguing question. The answer to which I look forward to hearing. Could I pressing matters to attend elsewhere? Fear not, however. Mikoto's insight will prove far more beneficial than anything I might accidentally contribute. Good day to you all. Okay. Well, what I don't understand is, if the demo was imprinted with Hourglass Diva's desires, then whose desires are rattling about inside the Otis? I had the self-same question, thus conducted a thorough inspection of the crystal upon my arrival. The results were inconclusive. Traces of ethereal activity are present, but to all intents and purposes, the vessel was empty. Empty, but what are the voices I heard? Voices? I heard nothing of the sort. The only voices you heard, Alma, were in your stubborn head. Ramza, why won't you, Shall we speak of voices, and what of yours, Alma? Our resident voice is dissident. You have done not by question the wisdom of our research from the moment we left Garlemald. Would you put your petty worries above our family's calling? Damn, dick, bro. Such a dick. No, I would never. You would never, then why involve a gossip monger, a goody two-shoes, and this flying mole? Please tell me you can see that. Oh, it's a Moogle. God, I want to punch Ramza in the face. Punch that mother effer in the face. Ah, a Moogle, yes. A Moogle, and a suddenly dusty one at that. Might this be one of your acquaintances, Zooey? Most intriguing. Is it alive? Oh yes, maybe most Guardians probably don't know what a Moogle is. It's like nothing I've ever seen before. Can we keep it? Bro, that is a living being. That is a living being, dog. That is a living being. Don't just stand there, get rid of the thing. You're the liberator. Liberate this vessel of that pest. Nah, do it yourself, mother effer. Am I interrupting? Oh, please do go on, Mike. Sentence into your fine trims ranks and wait until all have said their piece, Kupo. Guards, get this. Mont Blanc. The name is Mont Blanc. Denizen of Denizen of Damascus Desert, seeker of thrills, adventurer extraordinaire, but you may call me Mont Blanc, Kupo. That literally sounded like Hildebrand's introduction. Damascus has long been known as a melting pot for myriad cultures, where minor races such as the Sikh, the Bamga, and the Vira might live in relative harmony with the Hir, Elizan, and others. Yes, there's no record of a prominent Mughal population. Most likely because we are neither prominent nor populous. My people are nomadic by nature. Ever drawn to the illicit frontier and the freedom she promises, Kupo. Mughal? Of course, I'm a Mughal, Kupo. You'd think the adorable wings and the fluffy palm would have given it away. Now, about my mission to the Majestic. Oh my god, I remember this. I will allow no such thing. The Majestic is the Empire's premier theater company. We will not sully its good name by granting refuge to a fluttering ball of fur. And furthermore, how in the world did this abomination board the Prima Vista in the first place? By means of his wings, or I'd guess. And for his admission to our company, I do not seem to recall race, creed, or allegiance on my list of prerequisites, do you? No, father. But he probably sucks at acting. Very well then, Mont Blanc. What is the guy that calls you to the stage, our stage? What else? The Zodiac Brave story, Kupo. Never before have I witnessed something so amazing, so moving. Sitting while technically hovering there in the audience as the story unfolded around me, I know I was witnessing something special, something positively transcendental, Kupo. It was then that I realized I either had to be a part of it, or go to my grave a bitter and broken Mughal. Oh my god. Was this realization before or after you swore you simply had to become the realm's greatest marauder, Kupo? Heard that hurt? Let's say hurty? How did you... Hurty, perhaps you'd have more success at running away if you didn't reveal your grand designs to every other fool you happen to meet, Kupo. Was it not but 2 square months ago that you took up the axe, Kupo? Now here you are, professing your passion for the stage before carving even a single notch in your half. Do you not remember, to whom who churns the butter goes the sweetest bread? Oh my. But how is it to savor said buttered bread if the head is in the belly of a fearsome beast? You accuse me of giving up, and I merely came to the realization that continuing would end in failure. Only through change of course could I reach my final destination, Kupo. And that destination is what, Mummer? Are you sure it is not Geomancer, a Thematician Templar? Do not bother answering, Kupo. We want all you be singing a different tune. Come cockcrow, or whatever. That is where you are mistaken. I was destined to be a thespian. I can feel it in my fur. The role of Deltia was made for me, Kupo. I'm dying in the inside reading this shit. I'm literally dying on the inside. Kupo, enough. Bro is so done with this shit. The actors in our... Oh my god. The actors in our company train at the Empire's finest institutions. They represent the pinnacle of the profession not only in Garlemald, but across the entire world. A vagrant Batmo, like you can never hope to stare stage with such artists, let alone play the part of a hero like Deltia. You yourself admitted you were too craven to face a solitary beast. How do you imagine you would fare against a pack of theater critics? Any troop would need proof of valor before it could even consider. Craven, call me a cheat and call me Kurt, but do not, sir, call me Craven. I accept your challenge. Slay by one foul beast with mine own hand, and the Majeska Theater Company will accept me into its ranks, Kupo. Oh, shut the hell up, mother effer. Wait, I eschew no such. You are all here witnesses, Kupo. When I return with the head of a terrible beast in my gore-stained hands, you will be honor-bound to welcome me. Mont Blanc the Murmur into the fabled ranks of the Majestic. Good day. Oh, my God. I'm with Ramza on this one. Kupo this, Kupo that, Kupo everything. I'm pissing me off right now. Wonderful. What do we do now? What do we do? What do we do? We do nothing. If that Batmo wishes to throw himself on the horns with stampeding Zo, I will not stand in his way. I believe the proper term of derogation is Mobat, and I should warn you, Muggles will not take kindly to those who use it. I believe I read that part. Why must you always put yourself above others, brother? Did you learn nothing from Argros' wretched example? Mont Blanc would never have set off on this foe's errand had you not made the challenge. If anything befalls my brother, his blood will be on your hands. Bro, actually, not gonna lie, Ramza literally said nothing. Ramza literally said nothing. Zui, you are the only one among us capable of locating Mont Blanc and preventing disaster. On behalf of my brother, I beg your assistance. I apologize. I must learn to control my anger, but sometimes it can be difficult. No, you and me both. Even though I hate you, Ramza, I cannot stand Muggles sometimes either. Oh, I cannot stand Muggles either. Shortly after arriving, I was presented with a study which suggested that consuming large quantities of honey improved brain functions. It was always so compelling that I almost moved to try and told it as I saw the work had been commissioned by one of Eorzea's foremost confectioners. It made me long to return to Charlian. Forgive me, was there not else you wish to ask? However, did Ramza come to be so thoroughly obnoxious? He and his sister couldn't be more different. Muggles are prominent players in Evil East and legend, but none of the tales mention their capacity for flight. Something lost in translation, perhaps. Oh, they probably sneaked. Loki probably sneaked in when we were still docked. You saw the poor Moogle. He won't last a day on his own. You must find him and bring him back. I beg you. Oh my God. My brother can be rather simple-minded when it comes to such matters, thinking to impress the warrior via his companions. Mont Blanc would likely choose a scene of your recent exploits to prove his worth, meaning Rabanastre, if I'm not mistaken. Part of my language, but that Ramza really is an incurable little prick, is he not? How dare he speak to his sister and the Moogle in that manner? I couldn't decide which was worse, the things he said, or the way the principal sat back and let him say them. But I suppose it's none of our concern. For now, let us concentrate on the task at hand. Fighting that Moogle before he does something we'll all regret. Let's say we start nearby, Pier 2, perhaps. He won't last a day. God damn. Okay, let me see. Pier 2, alright. Alright, Pier 2. The Falcon Porter tells us that she is said traveling in Blacksmith away to Yangshan, not at Belpass. And why would that be of interest to us, you ask? Because said peddler of iron and steel would seem to be carrying a bag stuffed to the brim with, and I quote, albino mole for fur and purple bat wings. Mont Blanc. I thought we look like that, Kupo. The quickest route into Damascus is via the One River, and it's a western beaches. Mont Blanc is bound for Banastra. He will seek passage from the glittering basin. It's... Is that an axe?
I told you it doesn't take food.
Mont Blanc, what were you thinking? Have you any idea what you put your brother through? He isn't worried sick. Both Herdy and Ramza were right all along. I'm a failure. A flop. A flailing, flapping, floppish failure, Koopa. How can I play the part of a hero if I cannot even ruffle the feathers of a single measly bird? The audience will see right through me like the spineless jellyfish I am. Now wait, Mamba, not everyone can be a hero. Not even most heroes, yet the birds sing of the man who deals a final blow. But what of his cadre of loyal companions? Do you think Delta united Evilise on his own? Do you think Zooey here was alone when he liberated Alamigo? But of course, Erna, every campaign needs its brilliant architect, a mastermind who moves the pieces across the board. I, Mont Blanc, can be that mastermind. That was quick. But let's not dwell on the details. The day is saved and Mont Blanc has escaped a sound scratch or sings a chauffeur. We should return to the Prima Vista before our luck runs out. Please, this ship is a place of peace. Release my sister or you will answer to me. Put the cats away. Put that damnable thing down, Ramza. You're not helping matters. Put that damnable thing down, Ramza. We have no core heroes. We only seek aid in finding our leader, Bagaman. You seek our help, you who threatened to kill my father, you who stole his work and made fools of us all, never. Silence on that they have Alma, we will hear what they have to say. As I said, we have no quarrel with you, we only did what was necessary to secure an audience. We surrendered our weapons and offer you your journal as an act of good faith. Alright. When is dinner gonna be done? Mom. When is dinner gonna be done? It's all rather a lot to digest, but your claims do coincide with what we have learned about the Aura site. You're saying that the crystal did something to our captain? After being emptied of Argas, the Duma sought that of another to satiate its appetite for ether. You're saying that the crystal ate our captain? Not his body, only his soul. His soul? Tell me, what in your opinion was your leader's deepest desire? What was it that that he longed for above all else in the world? Why waste your breath reasoning with these lizards? They showed themselves for the beast they are when they put a knife to your throat. First Mobats, now lizards. This one's tongue is pure poison. The boy can call us what he pleases. For our past failings, we deserve no better. Your failings? 30 summers have come and gone, yet on a night goes out that I do not awaken the sweat of that at the memory. We were Fulsars in the Damascus army, stationed in the royal stronghold at Albina. Nalbath's fortress was reputed to be impenetrable. Its fall to the Seventh Legion proved a turning point in the Imperial campaign, dealing a crushing blow to Damascus morale, ultimately marking the beginning of the kingdom's end. Ba-Gama was our captain, and once clear the day would not be ours. Prince Rastler, commander of the garrison at Almina, tasked him with one final mission. Our unit was to escort His Highness's twin sinner, Pish Ashila, away from the fortress and then to Seti, but things did not go as planned.
Wow, Rich, do you have the two pillows? Like the blue ones?
I still remember the words she uttered as she lay dying in the captain's arms, but a stone's throw from where the Garamath waterway drains into the sea. Even as the fog of death descended upon her, she smiled and told us, the very people who had failed her, to survive, for as long as even a single Damascus stood, our nation would never truly perish. But it should not have been us who survived. By failing to protect our charge, we betrayed the princess and her memory and brought shame upon our race. So yes, we are not by cold-blooded lizards deserving of whatever scorn you deign to heap on us. I think we may safely assume the deep-seated hatred towards the invaders of its homeland, coupled with self-loathing and leveling born from a sense of powerlessness. The darkness that lurks in the heart of Ba-Gama is different from what drove Argoroth, but the self-same emotions that were to nourish Aduma. Stop speaking riddles, Charlian. She's saying your brave captain will eventually turn into a monster, or rather more of one. Garlean lies. What they say is true. If we do not find Ba-Gama and the Duma soon, none of us are safe, present company included. You have any idea where he might have gone? Any at all? Well, look at this. Something has been added to the final page of my journal. Then the captain must have put it there. Only he had access to it until he found it in the pack he left behind, that is. Is this Dalmascan? Indeed it is. It says Redurana or whatever. The lighthouse, why would he write that? And the old man's journal, no less. There is a place in the Valnard Sea, far to the south of Rabanastra, where the ocean fumbles into a gaping maw more than a bomb across the Ridurana Cataract. Legend would have us believe that it is the entrance to the Hell of Water. Many scholars seeking to prove otherwise has ascended into the chasm, some even by airship, but not one has returned. I must admit to knowing little of Ridorana's safe that which Lady Mikoto shared with us. Before we expend valuable time and resources traveling to so remote a place, I must review my notes and see if there is any mention of the Abyss. We shall share our findings as soon as we learn aught of interest. Our Sozero of the Ridorana is the name of both a massive gape in the southern Valnard Sea and the lighthouse of once manned by the Royal Damascus Navy to prevent ships from succumbing to the cataract's current. I trust once manned, as the tower is laid empty since its candle keeps abandoned their post after the fall of Ravenastri. But if Pharaoh Sirius offers any indication of what can befall a lighthouse in the absence of its caretakers. Yes, but the real question is how all this ties in with the events of legend. A cursory examination of the Derek Gray story reveals no mention of a Ridorana. Yet it seems foolish to assume that the name cannot change in the century since the tale was writ. So I thought to cross-reference text on modern Isambardin history with our translation of the derived papers. And after an exhaustive re-examination of my ancestors' notes, I discovered that there was not a single entry on Ridorana. And while mention of Valnard Sea was abundant, I found no reference to whatever Contraguard lighthouse within its waters. Ramza's discovery prompted me to examine the mystery from a different perspective. What if there was no mystery at all? What if at the time of Delita's rise the chasm did not yet exist? There is more, but only a visit to the lighthouse will enable us to confirm our theories with any certainty. Hey, Ricky. The Ridorana lighthouse lies far from civilization. It would be wise to provision for the ship here in Hingashi. Of course. Alright. Oh, what the hell? Something very wrong here.
It is best if we split our fellowship into two parties.
One to delve into the tower's depths and one to observe from afar. As acting like Rich and Subleader, I appoint you captain the first. May use the spyglass to aid in your search for the missing lizard. Damn it, brother, where are you? The lighthouse looks like it has seen better days. If there's a way of a handful of Imperial dreadnoughts and 30 years of disrepair to thank for that. She's shivering, man. Me, my first is simply standing on end from all the and beneath her. Yes, and beneath in the air. Can't you feel it, Kupo? Okay, so now we... When is dinner gonna be done?
About 5 to 10 minutes.
Alright.
Stand there.
Alright, Okay, let's do this.
They sniffed you, Mama. They sniff. Are you in pain? You want an IUD in there? Huh?
You found him. Let me see.
Mama, I wish you took responsibility. I wish, Mama. Oh, crap. Took too long. Sorry, guys.
He needs our help. Prince Rouser. Princess Shiva, I know you cannot forgive me, alright? Nor you should you. It is all my fault. I cannot save you. Cannot save anyone. Anyone but myself. I am so sorry. Damn, it's getting sad. Come on, wait. Traitors, have you no pride? You treat with the very men who laid waste to our homeland. You're mistaken, brother. There are no Imperials here. We've come to help. I know what I see. My own kin side with the enemy. How dare you sustain my audience with the princess? The Duma. It was him, Kupo, showing him what he wants to see. Witch, murderess. fire? Gamon or whatever? So this is the end. Recite the word, satisfy the covenant, relinquish thy soul unto me. I may grant thou which thou desire most in all the world. Sword in hand, a warrior clutches stone to beast. Look at me, brother, look at me. In sword etched he, his fading memories. Don't you die, not yet. In stone, his tempered skill. We promised we'd all go together when our time came. You can't leave us here. Damn, this is getting sad. By the sword attested, by stone revealed. That lie, where have I seen that before? Oh no. Whatever you are doing, you need to leave the lighthouse right away, dude, here. I was fully prepared to fend off the abomination when he vanished, Kupo. I dare say he took one look into my eyes and lost the will to fight. There can be no doubt now. In the wrong hands, the Oraside is a danger to us all. Something must be done, and quickly. Don't you tell me he's gone. He's not. He's stronger than that. He's the strongest Banga you'll ever meet. He'll tear his way out of that Lucanvia and crush it under his foot. I will not believe that there is nothing left of Bagamon and that creature. We can still save him, we can, alright? The captain's dead. I saw the light leave his eyes and now we're alone. Had Gabama not still in the Duma, he would still be alive today and we would not have been faced with confronting another Lucanvi. The lizard only has himself to blame, yep.
What?
I think my brother has had more than enough fun for one day, Kupo. Perhaps it's time for a sleep spell. Alright, make it. Make it sleep 3. According to Father, the drawing papers speak of an Oraside as a holy stone, but I see nothing holy in what it did to Agroth and Bagamon? What? A holy stone. Yeah, no. Some evil things in that freaking stone. A most interesting twist. I'd assumed the Oraside would act more swiftly upon the weak will, but maybe I was mistaken. Could it be that the opposite is true? That those possessed of a strong will are more susceptible to its influence, not less? There are so many questions. But we are not entirely without answers if there are autos you wish to know. Well, alright then. It is as we feared then. Bagamon's soul is lost. Are you guys gonna use the TV for dinner, or when is Reese coming? Alright. I guess I'll continue until I have to do the raid. I'll stop when I unlock the raid. As much as I wish it were otherwise, I fear Bagaman is beyond saving, yet we cannot suffer what is left of him to become a distraction. Father, it is now not the time to abandon this quest. We are meddling with forces beyond. Enough, Alma. We adults are talking. While Zui was searching for the lizard, I inspected an area of exposed foundation at the base of the lighthouse. Bro, you are not an adult. And you were right, Father. The lighthouse is built squarely atop the ruins of what can only be the clockwork city of Goog. The what work city of who? According to the Zodiac Brave story, the clockwork city of Goog was a metallic metropolis wherein airships, automata, and other technological marvels of the age were first conceived. Little is said about its location, however, save that it was far away. While the Dora papers do not say a great deal more, they do mention that the land upon which the legendary city was built was severely limited, an inconvenience that forced its inhabitants to build up rather than out. Which led me to ask myself, what if the reason the land was limited was because the land in question was an island? That would still not explain the omission of the cataract. It is inconceivable that the authors would neglect to mention so prominent a landmark, had it existed, and then I found it, a lone passage regarding Goog's fall. While the particulars are missing, it appears the city was abandoned after an explosion left half of it in ruin. I believe that this explosion may have undermined a portion of the seabed. It need only have been a small area at first, so one that could well have gone unnoticed during the exodus. As time passed, however, the waters would have continued to wear away at the rock, slowly rendering the gap until we have what lies beyond beneath us today. This would explain why there's no mention of Redora prior to the present era. Come, Father, will you not tell them the rest of the possibility that we Garleans are descended in part from the displaced citizens of Goog? It would explain how the Empire was able to forge its armies of iron even before the discovery and application of Allegan technology. And it may also explain why the legend of Evil has resonated with our people for centuries, despite the fact that the Lost Kingdom was, as far as we can tell, in quite a different corner of the world. An interesting, if somewhat ambitious theory, but to return to your original claim, it is your belief that the Redora Lighthouse stands atop what is left of. The necklace, where did you get it, girl? It was my mother's. What? Your mother's? Dang, that's getting good. What happened?
That scratch right there where we're gonna eat.
It was my late wife's most cherished possession. Why do you ask? But Gaman had a talisman he would wear beneath his jerkin. He refused to take it off, even when bathing. He said it was special. I only saw it a few times, but it looked exactly like the one your daughter wears. And what are you implying, Lizard? That my sister stole it or my late mother? Neither. No. Neither. I spoke of their similarity, that is all. Can you believe the nerve of this boy? God. Okay, Ricky, I'm playing through Evolution now. Why is the character Ramza such a dick?
I don't know, to be honest.
Why is he such a dick? I want to slap him so bad.
They're like spoiled guardians. dad left the Empire. Nobody just had the privilege of it.
Does he not realize that most of the world hates Garleans or something?
You know.
That somebody could literally just randomly just jump him just for being Garlean?
But that's based on a character. We never played it. That's the world of the
Oh. What character is he based on? Is the main character a dick too, or?
It's just a very like kind of standoffish personality, but it's more honorable.
Enough ones, I guess, are really concerned with the well-being of their kin. This is getting good. Nah, but what of our kin? Do they not have that weird third eye that the Guardians have, the weird thing on their forehead, those two? I don't see the weird thing Guardians have on their foreheads on those two at all. Are they covering it? Oh. What of them, Ramza? Do you imagine our kin to be better than theirs in some way, or anyone else's for that matter? I apologize, Tommy. Yeah, I would have bitch slapped that guy the second he started talking. We have but one purpose, son, and that is to prove the existence of evilies and clear our family's name. Do not allow anger or hate to lead you from that path now. We have a lost city to explore.
Hey, Doc. What can I do for you? So, my wife is 8 months pregnant. She had a checkup this morning, and I just wanted to come ask how the results looked. What's her name?
When should Luis be coming home, like, in a couple minutes, or?
The doctor heard the name Wang Xiaoqin. He froze. A second later, he turned dead serious and asked the man what his relationship to her
I wouldn't have time to do the raid right now, would I?
What's wrong?
Damn it.
Man, I can't believe you. Your wife is 8 months pregnant, and today is literally the first time you've ever come with her. So, how did the checkup go? She has ovarian cancer.
First it was Leah, now Goop. What other wonders might slumber beneath our very feet?
Completely pale. He never
Don't tell me he's gone. He's not. He's stronger than that. He's
joking around. Was this sick? Right then,
Oh, you thought I might be joining your journey to the heart of a 1,000-year-old nest of free being started this one, Zooey, but a detour to kind of my swashbuckling upon your saber turn would suffice. Or failing that, a body that would make for quite a story. Oh my god.
¿Quién más?
The necklace. Why is it so special? I'm frightened, Zooey.
You were working. I said no.
Alright, everyone's watching the stream right on the future. Hope you guys enjoyed, and as always, goodbye and stay awesome.